Hey, welcome back everyone, it is Arsilva here, and today we will be taking a closer look at No Man's Sky. I will be introducing to you guys, as of now, to a brand new series I will be doing on my channel called Should I Buy? I think you all understand the purpose of it, so without any further ado, let's just get right into it. Alright, so for those of you who are not actually familiar with the game and what it is basically a open world, and may I say this, a huge ass open world, in which you can actually explore the entire the entirety whatever of the galaxy. So what's cool about it is the fact that there is procedurally generated planets, meaning that there is no single planets that will look the same. And so you will always find new creatures, new planets, new life, new whatever you want, it will always be new. The goal of the game is pretty simple, yet not that easy. It is to reach the center of the universe. The universe is composed with hundred thousands of galaxies with all of their own solar systems. And so it is hard to reach the middle of the galaxy, or the universe, my bad. The reason is, it is just so huge. If you take a look at the amount of planets, each stars that are located here, each little single lights are all solar systems composed of maybe dozens of planets, perhaps moons as well, and creatures and life. And so going through all of this could take possibly 25, 30, 40, 50 hours. It depends on you. It depends on your amount of exploration and the time you take to really observe everything and just appreciate the beauty of this game. As far as gameplay, it is pretty easy to catch up. The flight mechanics are really simple to use. You fly around with the left joystick and you direct the ship with the right one. You can boost your spaceship with the circle button, and you can go in hyperspace by holding L1 and R1 together. The ground gameplay is really easy and runs super smoothly. You can pretty much interact with any living creatures and use any tools at your disposal in order to successfully get the resources that you need. And so, that means that you can pretty much do whatever you want with whatever you want and whatever you find. You can scan any living creatures or plants or rocks in order to successfully know what they are, their nature, if they're a predator or a prey, know what they eat, whatever they do, and their age. You can also scan them and know if they're an enemy or not by knowing if they're a predator, like in the gameplay in the background. These creatures were attacking me. When you scan an enemy or a creature, it automatically enters in your sort of biography or whatever that you have found. And so you can actually register them by basically uploading them to the sort of huge journey book, whatever that is, compiling every information that you've gathered. And you can also publish it by naming it the way you want it to be. And so, for instance, I could name a character or a creature or a rock or a plant the way I want it. I could name it Arso, I could name it whatever I want it. And so you can really leave your touch every single place you go, and players will see that. And so if you've gone into a planet or something and you find a rock and it's named, I don't know, for instance, a name of an idea, or perhaps it could be your friend, well, then you have found something that you know some player have already found, and some player has already pretty much named and gather the information on it, which is really cool and interesting to see the whole development of the community and the way they will be working together and in the order of gathering more information on the forms of life and rocks and whatever they will be finding. Now, to clarify things up, is No Man's Sky online? Yes. Can you play with your friends? No. That is pretty much a sad thing that Sean Murray did and his team at Hello Games, but I totally respect that. Why? Simply because it will promote you and help you out and just experiencing the whole thing in such a different way. You will have much more interest in really crafting everything and doing everything not on your own, but you will feel kind of solo-ish, which I kind of get that is cool, you know. It's kind of helping you out in a way that you've probably never really experienced a game before, just experiencing something that you feel like you're not alone, but you kind of feel like you are in a way, like you know there's life, but you just don't see it. And so that's really cool. Perhaps the Hello Games team will maybe eventually add on some sort of server matchup or something in which you could actually join up your friends, because I think when everybody, or pretty much everyone, the majority of players will have reached the center of the galaxy, I could see this game potentially getting a little more repetitive. Because right now, what you have to do in No Man's Sky is pretty simple. Gather resources, get some new information as well, new language, new spells, in order to really understand your trades and whatever you will do in the game. And that's pretty much it. You have to gather the best resources you can in order to buy specific upgrades for your ships or for your suits in order to survive and explore more places in order to get closer to the center of the galaxy. That's the goal of the game, and it's really passionating. It's incredibly fun to do. But I could see that getting really repetitive once you've actually reached the center of the galaxy. I could see that whole process being sort of not milking it, but like I kind of feel like you've maybe just feel like you've already seen every single thing you're doing, which could get eventually boring. And that's my point. My point is the online should eventually be added if Hello Games are thinking of maybe doing it in a future update, future DLC, but perhaps not now. The thing that I love the most about No Man's Sky is the fact that you can literally be anything you want and whoever you want. That's so cool. Meaning that you can actually be a pirate. You can act as one. You can steal people. You can attack people. You can just get on their ships and steal whatever they have. You can also become, if you want, a sort of international whatever trader that will have like so many resources, and you just go around places and trade stuff with other spaceships or other space stations, which is really cool as well. You can also become a member of this sort of galaxy-ish thingy, like a defender, and it's way that you'll have like your own like guild, and so you'll be able to help them out in some circumstances, fights and blah blah blah, which is also really cool. You can become a bounty hunter if you like. If you want, eventually you can have sort of bounties or pirates that are like near your location, and if you attack them you will have an increased reputation for the solar system you are in, which is also really fun to do. So in the end, is No Man's Sky worth it? I think so. The game features an infinite amount of planet to explore, crazy colorful graphics, not to mention that they were made by only 12 persons. It adds a brand new approach that we've never seen in the video game industry. You might sure get bored after this infinite exploration, but I think that with all of its content, No Man's Sky is an incredible success. Let me know what you guys think of the game in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new around here for more No Man's Sky videos and much more. Until then, stay crazy and I see you guys in the next one.